Good content.
I said no. I said no. So the first thing I did, I went to my closet. We got off the call.
You said no to 60 million.
I went to my closet
okay.
and I asked God. I said, listen. I said I don't want.
Kirk Franklin.
But I said no. I said I'm gonna say no right now, but I don't want to take the short term. I want to be able to take the long term. And I promise you, I got down on my knees. I prayed after that, and I just kept working.
Now this conversation stuck out to me, and it's the reason why I wanted to make this video. The way that Kai brought this up in the conversation sounded rather odd to me. It's like he was trying to make this point to play as an example that he hasn't sold out. But to me, it comes off like he was trying to compensate for the times that he has sold out. The fact that he brought this up lets me know he feels at times that he has sold out.
Of
so
course.
he uses this situation where he turned down 60 million as something to hold on to claim he hasn't sold out. The only thing is, everything else he pushes through his platform contradicts everything he's saying. What Kai is doing is very similar to what people do who brag about giving money away to charities because they're good people. They use it as an example to redeem themselves for all the other bad things they're doing. Now, while we are on the topic of Kai Cenat's deal,
no one's perfect, we get it. But if you're going to say you rock with God, and me included, we have to do better.
Like I'm talking about God. If you saw my last video on Kai,
yes, you guys ding. Still with
around with his sexuality for views, which is directly being consumed by young impressionable fans. If Kai is a Christian, then he knows this isn't what God would want him to promote to the youth. Kai also promotes people like Ray and Rakai, who both often play around with their sexuality for views. This is something that has plagued the streaming community. They all seem to play with the idea of being gay and doing sus things on camera. I believe this is a result of big corporations getting involved in streaming, as they are likely incentivizing these streamers to act this way with money and opportunities. Like I mentioned before, Kai is signed and represented by UTA, which is United Talent Agency. UTA is one of the companies that is a part of the corporate social responsibility initiatives. The corporate social responsibility initiatives works with a grading system. When these companies add more
dedicated LGBTQ+,
they get a good grade on that grading system, which is then used to get more investors to invest in their company.
So of course they're gonna push that.
The streamers that are represented by UTA, like Kai Cenat, incorporate this kind of content.
And don't
as
forget,
they are being used to normalize and desensitize the youth to this. What Kai says and what he does are two different things. While he claims to be a follower of Jesus, his actions often contradict that. You can't play both sides. Your actions are what truly determine what side you're really on. Talking about God on your platform and then turning around and showering with Ray J on that same platform is extremely contradictory. Admitting to turn down a deal because it's morally wrong, only to take another morally wrong deal is also extremely contradictory. In my opinion, what Kai pushes through his platform is not much different from what the rappers push through hip-hop. He is pushing a destructive agenda.